שלום לכולם, אני ז'וליאן, אני יהודי צרפתי ואני מטייל מאז 15 שנים. אני פה בגלל אתם, ישראלים, לא יכולים להיכנס באזור פלסטינית. ואיך תבינו, אנשים אתם לא מכירים. וזה בדיוק למה הדוקומנטרי. בשביל לפנות גשר, בני שתי עמים הם לא מכירים. אנשים משומעים מאז הם ילדים, ערבים או יהודים, הם האויבים.
Yes, my name is Abdallah in Arabic, and in Hebrew it's Ovadia. I have two names because technically I also have two IDs, Palestinian and Israeli, and I live with both the Palestinian and Israelis. So I would like to introduce myself also as a Samaritan from the Samaritan community. You know, as a Samaritan, we live with both nations, with both the Israelis and the Palestinians. So we have a very nice wide angle or wide picture of what's happening. I studied with the Palestinians for over 14 years. Some people get surprised when I tell them that from Israel. They see, like, they expect, like, oh, Palestinians, where did you exactly study? I say in Nablus, in Palestine. As a tour guide here, some people, I've met a lot of people who think that Nablus is a dangerous area, super dangerous. How do you don't go there? Actually, it's not so super dangerous at all. It's a very peaceful area. I lived with the Palestinians for over 14 years. And I went to the university, and very, very rarely did I had any kind of discrimination just for being a not Muslim or something like that. And also a lot of Palestinians consider us Palestinians because we have Palestinian culture. Nablus, a lot of my friends in Nablus, and a lot of many people which I don't know, they have the idea that the Samaritans are one of the ancient Israelites, the original ancient Israelites, and they respect the ancient Israelites. Even in the Quran, they believe that the Israelites, that God gave them rights and everything like that. But both in the Palestinian and the Israelis, some people who just don't want any kind of peace. They want all the land for themselves, the Palestinian and the Israelis. And realistically speaking, it's almost super impossible to happen, you know what I mean? Realistically speaking. And also the good thing in both nations is that there's a lot of people who do see hope, there's a lot of people who want peace, and there's a lot of people who believe in the peace process. This mountain, for example, falls into two circles, like we said, circle A and C, Palestinian, Israeli. So it's one of the only places in the Holy Land where you can meet, Palestinian and Israelis can meet each other freely. So, for example, in the Passover last week that we have both Palestinian and Israeli meeting each other in the same place, talking with each other. They had no problems at all. And this is, I believe, the first step, peace process. The first steps is communication, like you said, but not communication by phone or by computer, face to face. This is what is the best way for us to start beginning.
If you was been in this day of the Pesach here in Northern, you can see the Jewish army and the Palestinian army. The Jewish present and the Palestinian present, they staying together.
Wow.
They staying together. Why? They come to tell us Chag Sameach. And they come and they stay together, and you feel the peace. I touch him.
I'm Palestinian from Nablus, working, living here since now 15 years almost. And yeah, welcome to Nablus, guys. Maybe first thing, don't believe everything in the media. Basically, this is the first thing I would say. And second thing I would say, like, of course, not everything is true unless you see with your eyes. You have first to see the things in your eyes, then you can judge it. Like the hate, that's what I see, like, most of the time. Like, the media try always to focus on the hate between the both sides, between Israel and Palestine. A situation, like, by myself, I mean, with my eyes, like, once I met one Israeli guy in Spain, and like, it was actually my first, like, I was just in there, it was just entering Spain, and there was an Israeli guy. He said, "Hey, where are you from?" He's like, he just wanted to make conversation. He said, "Oh, I'm from Palestine." He was, "What? You mean Israel?" I said, "No, from Palestine." He said, "You mean Israel? There's nothing called Palestine." He was, "Where are you from?" He said, "I'm from Israel." So I mean, like, you know, there's land is called Palestine, but he's just like, "Oh, there's nothing called Palestine." So maybe he's brainwashed, maybe you know there's a Palestine, but he just like want to keep, like, you know, like, no, like, you're not there or something. I met also some Israelis, like, in Europe, who were like so nice. Actually, it's something I thought about many times when I met many Israelis, there was a lot of things in common. Like like for example, about mindset, about maybe like funny things like clubbing, for example. Like me and some Israeli guys, we have the same mindset about like what we're doing, like in this historical place, or like what we do, like we have the same ideas about people, for example. And if you're Israeli, that could be dangerous for your life. So we don't recommend you to go. Like they don't say that, they just say don't go there because it will be dangerous for your life. But no, actually that's not true. I mean, you guys, you came today and you saw how it's going here. Like people just chilling like any country. Like I'm not saying we are living here like the best life ever, but still like we're trying to from the most stupid stuff to make our happiness. So, but for dangerous, I don't think it's dangerous at all. To break like these ideas, just to see with the eyes, which is hard, I know, for many Israelis, like to come here and see it, like, you know. But this is, I think, the best way. I can
meet face to face.
Meet face to face, and also to come and see with the eyes. Locked Nablus for 40 days. And they cut the electricity, they cut the water, they banned anyone to go outside the home, so they closed the city. And no one was able to go outside. And sometimes they came to our street and say they take everyone in the apartments or in the building to go. They make everyone go outside with the IDs. Sometimes they ask people to ask men to remove their pantaloon and walk taking their shirt off. And that was really hard. We lived also there was even no supermarkets. Every week there was only 1 hour in a week that they can go to, let's say, to downtown or something just to get some food. And most of the food people were able to get, it was already expired food, because it was the only food they were able to eat in that days. I was coming with some tourists around 3 in the morning from Ramallah, from my cousin wedding. And 3 in the morning we were just driving and not even over speed or anything, just normal driving. Then Israeli police came behind me. They were beam, pressing the horn, and they were flashing the light over me. They asked me to stop, so I stopped. And he just opened the car and he came to me screaming in Hebrew, screaming like crazy. It was "Sir, I don't speak English. Sorry, but I don't speak Hebrew. Can you speak English?" And he was "Speak English." "No, I speak Arabic." And he started speaking with me Arabic. "Give me your ID." I gave him ID. He said to everyone, "Give me your ID, guys." And they said, "Okay, they don't speak Arabic." She's from France. She's from Chile. This guy from Chile and the other guy from France. So he felt okay. So because they are tourists, he stopped screaming, and then he just wanted to make me any problem. He just wanted to bother me. So he was in a situation okay, he's in front of tourists now, so he don't want to be to give the bad face to Israel. So he just gave me my idea and he said, "Okay, go." I said, "That's it?" He said, "Yeah, that's it. Go." I say, "Go." So then when I was just standing on the car going, he stopped another car. But I believe if I was by myself in the car or with other Palestinian people, I would be stuck for maybe an hour.